is Buadu TV. Truth and integrity.
What the parliament so much such a useless caricature. What the parliament yeday? Nya Mahama Yarga and the Kobo so track again as Ghana. Kebenya such a useless caricature way na kona mu yedidi. 3 months in opposition pony mutimi standing the heat. You woman for 8 years. Ghana for ebe some mistake ni BM say yabasa kwa for MPP asamba abetna Ghana for akwenyaso.
One who was paying the 650,000 every fortnight.
Allegedly.
He was the one. He has been interdicted. The BNI took him in. The NIB took him inside. Ibrahim Mahama me pa chadi akala si apese me nya meye me to bomb. Ibrahim okotore tikra ni Mahama me di.
Hey. Mugabe Maase ena na ebuofo no. Ma yema mu nyina kwa ba Body TV so ni. Yebesa say first time na wa subscribe. Afi ye nyina aye like video na ye nya ye comment into comment section me wi a na ya share their call social media platform so. Na Mugabe Maase ena nei na no dem gidigidi. Woni mi say yesi Afenyo ni police ni bi nya grudge kakra. Ama Afenyo abo police ni nasom. Enya saketwa. Yes. Yesi Afenyo abo police ni nasom. Na Mugabe says enko no pan no police na you rather say police no so boni bi ani de business na wa Afenyo keteketewi o ko de ama ukrum ni si chief justice ya wo no ko sa na wo ko demonstration na o ko bo police ni asom sesen na seke majority leader na bo police ni asom ka onim de be si Ghana ha nka onim de MPP for be ye ene o minority leader wait ma ko bobi aso adoma yeno no menyi ni se Afenyo fiade mu we fia ono a bajeje no ho sabe na abusuan wo de yenkuti Mugabe en ne squad no
BNI for masomra ha National Security Police for and Fire Service. This is coming from the angels. Omo person omo she Kotokuraba market no. Na omo plan bibia e den awie. Na angels no omo sarandu ho nyina. Aso abafo no over 3 million omo sarandu ho nyina. Timo amwo market no mama mani na ho. Mama bambo ewo Kotokuraba market no enye tight. Mama bambo no ewo Kotokuraba market no enya tight me se de owa aso wanya dai ontie me kasa me repeat me ho me se de owa aso no wanya dai ontie enkofo person mama o my way ungovernable sa enkofo o mo batena so 8 years ahyehye market for aban no a wo twam no o mo person o mama aban way ungovernable o my way sa de be ya his excellency John Dramani Mahama wonya peace wonya nasomdwe na odi aye na adwuma na so mudi agro MPP eco opposition anu omunim demonstration eye but say MPP ewo power o mo bia ho kwan ma nye demonstration then that is the difference between NDC and MPP tina da bia me ka kire me nuanom NDC for say you kura to me na yenya no ATS eco opposition no e bi kan obi ani ATS in opposition no e be kan obi ani to me na yekura mu ye me da me to me da yes sa Nebukadnezar Idi Amina abana tata na ekoye no adwene papa bia ni wa na wo mutirimo yes matoto mumma bambo no mu enya din in our various markets market awodo ni nyina no mumma bambo munya den o mapanye tiemi a fire tenders no mo kra bi mra munya new ones na mo station fire tenders awodo no in all the markets the big markets ni nyina no mumma bambo ho nya den adwenboni wo mutirim adwenboni e wo mutirim na o mama nyekuo no emubati se to edokwana o mama so no ho Kennedy ni abranya mu ni omo waka no ntokwa no mama so no omo bako saa tokwa no ho diversional tactics. And the only person obetime dum omo ja no Mugabe Maase atankolega biga. Yes, take it or leave it. Me kasa na baby ayedin. Me say the only person obetime stop sanko for we atankolega biga Mugabe Maase. And it na me say 5 na me ba ma jo mama ne NDC ni de wontumi stop me. Yes, papa na yɛde nɛsɛ akwanya so ni papa adwe papa woni tirim wonya sɛ mene omienu nyina yɛba boa no yɛsɛ di wotwa sa no onim sɛ nati ɛyɛ dan ɛkyia wo ɛkɔyia yɛbɛka baabi a ɔse yɛde to no yɛmfa to na bayira yɛbɛmɛke so sɛ baabi yɛda no ɔse yɛde to na ɔman ne fa ne tuma pafira papa ba yɛ wonya 120 days hwɛ nneɛma a ɔyɛ wɔ man mu de market ahyehyɛ na asia no yɛde demonstrations ana asia no posifo a wɔsɛ ɔmonam na ɔmoma ɛyɛ bambɔ mu yɛ tight awɔ yɛ akwan awodoɔ no so no saa posifo no ɛso ma na yɛde ma kogu yɛsɛ saa wei mu saa nkɔfo wei mu the useless ones wei mu no wɔn yɛ demonstration mu demonstrate for what Afenyo Markin Charlotte Osai de na yɛ Charlotte Osai de na yɛ KKK awuye de wuye nyina mu Afenyo Markin sɛ ɔsɛ wa ha se yɛfɔn light ne dawo so me say red light ne dawo so we ya dan ya wo enche. Yes, we be come match pass saa we be nai na we be come match pass boni amudi ye e Ghana Water Company boni amudi ye e ECG. You guys, you have answers to questions to answer, more questions to answer. We demonstration kwa fa waste of taxpayers money ni aso aposi for akogo ho posi for so mo ban ewo yen market awodo o mo ban ewo bia am robbery ni ade ne beba fom no ni ase o mada age ni eduma kogu ha. Demonstrating for what? Mu demonstrating for what? Mu demonstrating for what? Mu amahu una wakomi mu kwakutie ana so so modaye and Afenyo Markin so da wona mo frisa enema boni amemo boni na mode ma wo ye beja mo sa ma na ma bontena sa bra yam prosecute mana e fa ho ni demonstration wodo a mo beye Afenyo Markin sa mra ne so a wo me se wo questions a wo be sate wo be yese wo to be yese. Yes, rule of law na mra no joma ama de on tete mra so mo pesa mo ye mo demonstration ma mo ye awso obi ye ni ho and this year demonstration who the we are demonstration esechi obi ye ni ho sika na mo wi akogu dam no mu nwie ti se sika na so mo da ye bone de na mo wi asese mo pass and politank mo no eso mo da ye bone de na mo digu mo personal account mo no eso mo da ye bone ti mo pesa mo ba ma joma hama asumdwe no de abu oman no mo pesa mo ba ma joma hama oni monyanfo Jiloza Bramo oni monyanfo Dr. Kalisos mo pesa mo ba mo peace no mo dia ya adwuma na so mo boa mo di agro. They say yes, mo di agro. And today share man we say NDC and the opposition ana kaya kwa demonstration ana kasi edu katia Mugabe Maase Sami Jamfi Nila Teva Napoy anase Akugan Malik Basantali Wamumubi Apajanesa Saya George Napo Minia na wadi akwa bo posi ni asuma nkenei katia gas ene nsu a yehwegu yeso no kebia ni kosu akwa yedan ayiyi. Yes, ene posifo etumi mabamba bibia siyo me kira se Afenyo Markin so ho wo mo divert attention this was here man ni da ho ene minority leader wo ya wa majority leader pen ya woni mo mra etimi ehwe yankopo anim esi posini a wo hye uniform woni mo mra no ebo posini a in uniform wo bona sum e wo Ghana ha mwache. Yes, na se kaposini no so edane ya nkade ne kebesie se posini wo ye nipo person here wo share uniform wo a wo ye minority leader wo nim mmra no ya wo se wo ko demonstrate because akoya ya for suspend chief justice no process and ekoso afa ni remove aho no wo Afenyo Markin woni nyame nyina na winiba what you say sahwa winiba wa no so free nti wo be defend na wo kwa akose wo kwa akoya demonstration no posifo na mo kwa akobro we mo janu fala kamu sibam ne mani wurawura ne body num what you say mo hwene hwetro pa wo simu na musumu dia man panai no wa yesterday no obi ahu ni smoothness level. This nonsense must stop in this country. No one is above the laws. No one is above the laws of this country. Wo be anywhere was so slimra no e wo my way mu. And Afenyo Markin apeja no what is said here. Wo ye ba ma che obi aba wo ye de wo ye oba. Afenyo Markin say wo ye de wo ye oba. Abre ko wini ba. And this is like your manifesto mu say we wo ye hufo. Ya na munyina na sojafoɔ bi ne nkɔfoɔ bi na omu didi achi na omu monitor your movements and me Mugabe ya monitor me pay unnecessary attention ya monitor me ya ko aye winiba and this for penny for nyame hramu some of the sa manifesto launch na ekopie mu winiba ya ko bai hwe so anya da AC ya ko etra botene yeah, live broadcast e ma de ache me se e ko bai hwe anya dai AC who is Afenyo Markin ani e to ma we mu ne so sa sabe suko no ma we so sa suko no ma wo mu no ho wo we mu nyina o mo te parliament so mo shambra such a useless caricature what the parliament ye dai saka a majority leader na ko boss to akade na so Ghana ka majority leader yenya aye mahama yarga and ko boss to akade na so Ghana ka benya such a useless caricature we na ko nam no ye dede 3 months in opposition poni mutumi stand the heat ye wo mu for 8 years but ya mra man for yes is supposed for asum me say we na o second ka mama na tear gas kakra gu nani mama na pepper spray kakra ekonani no we say yes we useless minority leader we go parliament ani mase the whole world we go parliament ani mase kwa way at time I was say your papa right honorable speaker right honorable speaker my dad way at time I was do nice from enough is enough. The nonsense is too much in this country. Afenyo Markin onche obi a o memoha we mu nyina our privileges we mu when nipa fu kan we ofun sa no our privileges esi post for asum na mra bi protect we so oye MP na mra bi protect we eduru ba bi na yi nipa so mu ko represent our parliament ya was ye o madwi mu say nipa na dwi mu da ho ana no normal human being a politician yeah why a majority leader yeah or cabinet meetings what about a minority leader now why a sitting MP yeah or have posting in uniform no babonasum nka we kuma issue statement aba condemn da demonstrators no omunim fie nyansa kuma issue statement long time aba condemn sa useless and some funa Afenyo Markin say here no today me was no fan cheme yes Jimmy no do in the system yes and it is time see shake the system na sabi wo mo mayo wadwene say wo mo amajo ma manya asomdwe emu o man no ye shake system no ye mo obi ehun ni smoothness level see o me atakuliga biga me se me tra amajo ma fe leader take it or leave it mejina mama ni say ya wo party ase on party ase me dey mejina mo Sunday 5 o the first one mejina mo ani say mejina mo yes akukudura ya de kasa ene no kura ya kan nyani pa nyina ne betimi ayesa adwuma we aye ofra adwuma say ya ofra wa wo be kasa sa wo kasa kura obi enti o aye ofra aye calling aye te sa memuo John Dramani Mahama oye obi ajankopon ya de ofra no papa no wo kasa ya hwene mo maso na hwene ni hwene di mina na hu sa papa wei san kofa jo mahama no ho enyame na de na magana ambi before dem hu power bi mo me say ambi before na bi ni ne kofo mu hu power bi mo Afenyo mu hu power bi mo se Afenyo yetwa eya just for yenya 120 days kura wo ti munye ho hwe afei Mugabe say me se me change gia bia kura eja kwa sa me rest body no na me tisimu a munyina mo bakwa kwahye dem Afenyo Markin ne kofo no mo bakwa kwahye dem demonstration dia mo beye pa ye ba ma mo kwan so amaye na mudi nsamfo so a eye bro na wose mo ba baburu post for dia ene ye bedane se ma mo kwan se mo kwan demonstration no na post for na maye madwiri se mo ba bebu post for sise mo dia ene mo beye steady papa na ye fa de se yehono no ye no nonsense IGP enya dan pare kale wole IGP ni bi o we no nonsense man aba kire o say yes emra no rule of law no I was say adwuma yes hwe aya compare hwe aya he NDC fo na fo mo toto even in parliament no for NDC fo no toto eye MPP fo no MPP fo wa parliament ko mo se o mu nyame no ntim fo adwo odi tro say ye de koke aba kotoka no ebesi na matene kabe useless caricatures no mo de asofudie ekata o manim no mo de boni o system no yes sa kwafo ni nyina mrane mo bedi at the right time it is just a matter of time Mr. Jomama will hear peace to govern Jomama hear peace and allow peace to prevail in this country. Afenyo Markin and co, I'm sending the warning to your doorsteps. Say allow peace to prevail. Ghana, you need crisis. We are not under any crisis. And the mobile bayat said here, or mano, and you may be near when your first time, you saw Article 146, Aya Jumaha. A bid koi, Emma petitioners require who are baby and mufre. Yes. Yet, our Macan Kano Kososa. You best stop it. Yes. Make a chance say aban way at this one and yet the end this abano ya be father for ni biemu hwe Afenyo Markin minim say we chief justice mo ya fine pa woni ni free club baako eye suspended eye chief justice no ko bisa ne say tamben and we declare an asset ko bisa ma me ne say engines no person mo hu say Abraham Mesa Thompson eko eye shrage no wode ma me ne ko ho no nsam ban anu ye ban and wode ma wo covid inti ana ama no antumi and declare an asset yes woma omo temra no so a emra ni diwa wo bede ne ba ko so ne na Supreme Court judge no ono ontwitwa oma emra ne enye adwuma no ono no declare an asset yes mukona mukoya mu checks aso ne maba motel den aba be kasa hwe president wo efie nyansa president wo den wo efie nyansa tie wei President John Dramani Mahama chances appointees who defaulted on ASA declaration by 31st March. They are to forfeit 4 months salary and donate same to the Ghana Medical Trust Fund. All defaulters have up to close of day tomorrow to declare their asset or they stand automatically dismissed. When your president, I mean, yes. When a good leader. When a good leader. Afenyo Markin say, Nipona who demonstrate say, I mean, the remove why another point was friendly to declare her asset. Was friendly to declare her asset. And my Mesa Thompson Asepa, a coach Raj. You people think we don't know what we are doing? Move say I can guy. You know research. And one say I better say kasana. No. It is not me kasa. Ghana nyina me shake foundation na obi ayedin because me nim dia meka meda me nua aye fellow scratch of us as honorable was yato wade amaye na sa wo ya sobratie tie wo ya sobratie na se declare asset ya ma 31st March na wo da so te ho sama ho ma bia nkofo na sati free o mo ba politics mu no mu ne hwe yes o mu ne hwe ba ne o ma ye tam na wanu afidie ebeyi ne nansen ya afidie ebeyi Afenyo Markin so fidie ba beyi no Ghana water hub bound under saa eya Afenyo Markin se ne nkofo no hub bon kan afena nyansafo nyansafo abewu ha mo ba bek abetoto ne emaye won wo nkofo wenya nkofo se wo mo ye dedegu ni pasum ye sori a wo mo pese o mo divert I mean bibia mo say bibi joma amanyuma ne koso ne 120 days no eba into mo say system no say de be ya obeka se maye we woboa market sisi omo plan ne ma bebre all evil plans nyina angels na ehuni nyina they should make a wrong move and they will see where power lies ofisi e ba be ja mo na mo de nsanfo sa wo ye be misbehave bi amra ne ubedi sanfo bi a organ ha no amra ne ubedi. Yes, if I want to minority leader we did some fool and semra no and ubedi na post ni way wabon asumi. So be and take this issue up Mugabe Maase. And I will also lead a demonstration on this year. I slap out there my posting. Na kami Mugabe Maase pa na me posting na me say uniform and Afenyo Afenyo so we see me sutura. Me sutura ne me mo me enso. Me sima ma wa no to wa ho so biem. Yes, yes. We are Bema obetimi akọ. Afenyo Markin we are Bema post ni a wo born asumi. We are Bema ye biem to wo se woni nyina wa obetimi agina na enim seconds. Yes. Momo boy ho ban. Wo da o mo na boy ho ban. Utumi yi wonsa ebo post ni aso. Enya dam ana bia nipa ne ahwehwe na adwene mu yie ana I mean nkofo bia mistake to about the cop ama na kwatena parliament ana nya dam ana wo bia na adwene da ho na adwene mu yie adwuma na wo minority leader pa wotumi mo post ni in uniform wotumi mo naso no me dwene ho amenti ase yesi wade nyina ho kwan na so nyani nyina na fatan de wo ye ni na bia no ada ho hwe wo we ati bi oba be sore so oba be president edi. And now some people say no bema bia ne eja efenya safo ni nyina sentino na Kufuor de kwatima be the president will be so you so ono so president edi Kufuor de kwa be the president nti wo mo sori anya nwoma to trafo we mo Ghana for ebe sa mistake ni biem say ya besa akwa MPP asa ba abetena Ghana for akonya so kwam jo mama no wonye titre ni ti said ya na Kufuor do ye to trafo no did demonstration na mu lead demonstration many pewuo ene ade dabi efie nyansa ne de ndisi mu ne wo o ma omo ni fie nyansa no omo ye demonstration ye posifo no mobobo omo sotro ewo posifo ne de mobobo omo sotro sana me sotro no me ye ni bibiri kwa posifo no bubefu me nua atanga sei ya wo eye Jamestown MTT di aso ewe obono sotro sei ya won fanchew simu bi amount minua sugar say we be simu bi be simu e dia yeden e dia amount edu ba bi e wo se nipa no sotro no mo yesi ya na mo so mo aye ma show mo kakra we soja ni na obeyi mama ne say ni waja no hwew si mama wa ma wa no obeye steady mo ni mo sotro ho asema ya mo misa amafo be ka kire mo be dia me ma kwa ma wonye sa o je mama won say yes ye wo mema na ye wo mema next time obeye steady he yenu anu posifo omo ebre pa omo ebre enei last week made by 10 minutes e kasa ha so o my Ghana ya hwe Food and Drugs Authority ya ntoto ne ma yie ne ya we enura eba o my we enura amanfo de ba enura amanfo de ba enura ese ye mabunu no e ya ade a aye serious ene posini ya wo sakasaka station e wo Tamale sakasaka station ho ma confirm o de pa sakasaka wo chief sufu azoka fie ni nchen sakasaka posini ene ready hwe wabobbo bi an wo ton bi red mi minima de ko we mu minim de ye manipa ya posini a o se nipa ye bone na wo kwache no wo se nipa ba ko pe ne kofra wo mu no akwasi wo mu di ene kaposi fo mu jimudin sotro ba ko pa akoi mesi ma mama sa wa bo red na ma hwenani yetie ne ono so kan yen
catch someone
if you are drunk or you don't be a drug, they catch you with a drug or not.
They catch someone and they take you to
Two people and you are the one selling it. You are the one who supply it.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. Which one are you doing?
I'm a police by profession.
Police.
By profession.
Which station? Sakasaka station. This drug they don't pass out give you. If you are drunk. If you buy and you didn't sell out. Now, did you have
I have quite 2 kids.
2 kids? So if your children take this drug, how will you feel, my brother?
I will be okay.
You will not be okay. Did you hear that we were saying that nobody should sell Ramadan in family?
I hear that.
And especially this particular one, want to eat.
Yes, sir.
How long has it been working here?
No. How long have you been selling the drug? That's what I want.
I want to know if he's aware of this thing, eh?
As I started this, it's not up to 6 months.
It's not up to 6 months.
But I'm not supposed to sell it.
It's not problem. It's not up to 6 months. Thank you.
Police and young
Some Ghana will hear this and everybody. If you are drunk or you don't be a drug, they catch you with
mo fancy wa mama itimo hu we interdiction baby you know we the dismissal wasam saka no kura no kwatra fi na we ni say a court trial no kwa de ne ko say judge time e wo court the prosecutor na we de ne ko ba na dey we ade ne kura no no ana wa ho so a draw on ho say we obi a o take drugs die na obenya free side ewem die ben na obenya free side ewem wodi we gu kam na woton wo ma die na wo die training na wo de ma wo ma no ewofie a whole police officer gu hu anim asesa adan ohu ba bia wawie ya ba bedu si etumfu na se wusi wunti a wo hu ba bia wawie ya ba bedu and na wo bedu get to see boys wo mote wa no moda odi traffic mo akwa wo bitime de moto baba o ka ti say kpan ebubo ni pato Friday na me kan wa say IGP on ase cheche sa unregistered motorbikes na enenam kurum no too much unregistered motorbikes na too much in the system you so much ase cheche ni nyina yes musa ase ewura pharmaceutical shops and herbal shops no wo mo to say no we nyina wa say mo chi wo ma wo to obi na mo prosecute wo mo period. Well, for new work way when you freso na fe remember Dr. Nyahuta Makulo wakasa say ka wono a na chief justice a nkasa me nkwa resign boko ekone maybe mame tokunu baby adro ne de agete say 7 new judges ebe kan hu ana number no so kosoro and Jomama appointed 7 you will useless people be in our society ye omutume be kasa say opetetem murafo tamana kufado pake o pake yisi no o pake court awodo no na momote hefa munye di ho munka ba bia mo wo no mamunyi muti yes amamo ni dana kwem kama now speed ya Jomama ohun be bi odo o man direction odo o man ne kono enu na buru o madwene no monte ase so wo ye listening president okasa wotie Yes. Eti ye mu bi ni etime criticize ye abaye that is no. Listen, I mean, the difference between NDC and MPP. Ye abaye ye etime criticize no. Ye ni an de ne ba ye so ye etime criticize no. Kufuado etime cancer twirafo ano kradotum. Ene obi ti GBC. Wasi wono de not even the president. Media commission and we say I mean toto eniema maybe bia toto munwie netra on neto ayampia Afenyo Markin kwasoro ba form sa ankofo na card bearing members of MPP communicators of MPP edo makogu yisi Tescom eye executives edo makogu eye yisi office no ya ma ena ya to aba ewo Ablekumanov ebesi ne omuni representative ewo parliament yesi so nka hwe ene eto ho sa ya kase nkofu omuni mu adwuma sei adan ya kokase omuni mu adwuma de omo pɛ no afanya omo pɛ no ene na je mensa mo yema omo de omo pɛ no ene omo timema eye court no eyema omo timetra wiase ka kire se birth certificate enya ahyenso de a yubetimi de enya eye voters ID card na sa birth certificate ni de etimema passport ema ultimate the passport no ekonya voters ID card we common sense eti Ghana ha ama nipa bi di tumi ehunu nipa saa chechiri asa agueji ene eti woni he yes omo timi chechiri speaker ansagu na chi speaker lawyer koya kasa ya man kwa no wayedan ene wakasa LGBTQ wonsam e wo Ghana ha Ghana fo nyina sore ye about 97% of Ghanaians say to money yempe 3% pe ene so mo pe na Afenyo mo ekoba e da hosa mo sore so ana mo kwa sore se mo ye nyame somfo na wo chiri prako na ma ne kwa ye wonom uchi preko pok unim uchi a ne kwan wonom yes wasa wo man we ko etimo kwa tena akire a wo ho e wasa mo tena akire kakra hwe NDC Lucy here in 2016 me free radio so for 2 years ko tena se reflect the sisi here the koye ne the ankoye yesa sore bai ema wo say choma ama ne de adwuma no so ye no wanya nwie tie mu bi wo se ye ta na chi ne yesade ne ba ya no fo we kwatututu ko nipa 8 ema joma ma se mempa basa momfa nko de yakopon ahia no no ho wo ye ni hwia nya yi o yakopon ahia wa eduru ebetu de ne ebe ye anya adwuma da eye blessing nyame na bless papa ye fa ne se joma hama no now I'm before him say omo ba demonstration na ye be say adaje akokot na ya ka kire wo say o da bi yempre mamo fa injunction ye ni sa adaje ne mamo because mu ni adwuma ye wa adwuma ye MB before ni adwuma ye katache mu ni adwuma ye wa adwuma ye katache fifa na ma katache fifa onama na motorbikes mienu edine ha ne ha baby akwa tra no buru no ma de ka akwa sarando ho encha no no so de ka aduru ho woduru ho na obe create sin bi say national security for na etata no won na wo time national security ne ba na wo katache ho time BNI officer ba na wo katache ho time mini yakuma mitufu ati o mitufu am city wo bia ni ho adaje o wo bia ni wa moya mo demonstration NDC ni bia ni wa badwen ba bia ni wa bakwa kwasa atade bia ba fra mu na koye bibi na ma ba ka kire say wo be fra mu no mo be demonstration o bia ni sa time no mo demonstration no amfa agu munya sa sanfon ni die na mo kopa ba bentra na mo reflect be reflective mo hwa kwan am fa so mo lusu ye na power so de enya de ye jemu na jemu kina Ghana 42 me na hye ensem 58% no mukoda masa safinito ya wie si ebe jemu pai amemu ede ba ga ba Ghana for no amma mo hokwa na ma be pa wa biem monko saa monko Kennedy ni abronya mo ba omi ankofo mo fansi mu saa obi anfa mo to twam ho nyina akọ obi anfa mo who cares ba mo di nsamfo wo Ghana ha ye beche mo mera be ye adwuma ene da be Monday very well te Drew Monday say ya Dr. Amponsa ne Monday Samoho
na wama kwa we aba be demonstration am ohwe no Charlie Ghana there sometimes when I sit somewhere I weep. Nyawota Maklo Dr. Nyawota Maklo expressing an opinion on the CJ sa tape na say obo asana e betumi akasa e wa Afenyo but mu no ye ka asem kire mu a munti ase this Afenyo Markin guy he's a criminally minded politician ye ka asem kire mu a you don't want to listen to me. I'm not afraid to say it. He says he's a lawyer. He should take me to court. Me
criminally when they
look at his actions. I'm saying he's a criminally minded politician. His actions show clearly. When he went as board chair of Ghana Water, he gave himself contracts. He himself had over 30 companies and gave himself haulage contracts. He was the one transporting the chemicals to all the 90 stations by force and holding the checkbooks.
We were evidence to that.
I told you that if you want to us to open the Ghana Water, I'll bring you the evidence. You yourself, you shake, you run. I'm telling you, people are prepared to talk from inside Ghana Water to come out and voice out. And then only him, this same person, he will keep the checkbooks in his armpit and pay himself quickly, immediately the cars move. This is the same person. You brought him to Road Fund. Go and see what he did at the Road Fund. Go and see how he manipulated to get contracts, road contracts, and even sell most of it. This same person, you brought him to Electricity Company of Ghana. At the time, the company was really under pressure. When Ken Oforiatta had brought his friends to come and collapse the place already, his friend Kelly Gadgetpo, he knows next to nothing about electricity. How does he become board chair? They wanted to steal the $190 million the US people had provided. So he brought him to come and sit there and then manipulate. You know, the Americans, yes, the Americans are intelligent when it comes to the Millennium Challenge account. Do you know why they set up the Millennium Challenge account? They don't want...
It started from Kufuor.
Yes, they didn't want it. It was Bush who brought it to the five African countries. And Kufuor was the beneficiary. Even that one, that Walker Bush you are talking about, it was not part of the plan. Obiajuni, it was Indum who saw it in the 1963 to 70 development plan and picked it. And then decided to convince the Americans to construct the road in order to catch up with that Greek policy that they were doing, the park houses, to get our horticultural products early to the airports and then for export. So he was the one who devised the plan that a road must be part of the contract and convince the Americans. At the time, Sikari Bar for a Greek project, but he stayed on until he got the road contract money. You know, I was with him before. So I know some of these things. And America say, ECG, they intentionally took people there to destroy the place. Kelly Gadgetpo, he knows next to nothing. The Millennium Challenge account. Yes, a Millennium Challenge account. He came to help us to restore sanity in our electricity sector, leakages, bypasses, and then the cost of electricity pricing and other things. So they gave us the money to clear our sector. But the people they took there, the kind of guarantees they took, the Americans saw that they were doing as so they took their money away.
$190 million.
Yes, they took it away. And then look at the container issues. You take $500,000 of a company's money for 1,300 containers. You're talking about $65 million. All these things you people have not seen to talk about. You Afenyo, saying your work going through on national politics. I'm sorry for the normal Sikabe doing some of mine. How did you get rich? You this young man. Tell me, how did you get rich? Today you are talking about a stepfather. How did you get rich? Tell me. I said he ran away from the university. He couldn't complete the course. At the time, University of Cape Coast, it was 80%. So it was not easy for anybody to go through. He ran away. Look at him. Today he wants to say what to who? And to who? I would not listen to such people. Let's get serious with this nation. These are the people who have wronged us. And they're in the streets. They created a crime scene. Yes. How can you take $58 million and then go and dig a pit and then lie to Osofo Olupai, Duncan Williams, can it be about Malay and Yashiami? But from the beginning, the Holy Ghost should have shown it to them. That's my blame. I'm saying Otabe, all of them, they were coerced into. Look at Jamiche Mafu. All of them, they were coerced into joining it. Did they not? You couldn't see through it that it was a lie. What are we talking about? And what are you saying today?
The pit is still there.
It's still there. Was it a demonstration to go and close the pit? Disgraceful lot. Is that how the new patriotic party we knew in 1992? Is that how they started? Is that how they started? Was it a bunch of criminals? I say it without fear of favor. I'm telling you. Look, Kennedy Japan, do you know what he was doing at Ghana Gas?
Bunch of criminals and withdraw, please.
Mugabe.
Withdraw, please.
People,
withdraw.
You are Mugabe. I will draw for the sake of your
Fantastic.
show. But people who have created a crime scene, I don't know how you describe them.
Let's leave it like that.
What? So Mugabe.
It's slow.
There be no how.
Slow.
Look at Ghana Water. Look at the potential we have with the Ghana Water Company Limited and what you can do with it. Now say I want to hear. Sir Stephen Bedu, engineer Stephen Bedu. He was the one who was paying the 650,000 every fortnight.
Allegedly.
He was the one. He has been interdicted. The BNI took him in. The NIB took him inside.
Let's listen.
MPP force your demonstration against the suspension of the Chief Justice. Now, the me pese Ghana for ebiso mo hu say what is their interest? There's a constitutional process. If a petition is brought against any officer in this country, whether you are the Chief Justice, whether you are the President, whether you are a public office holder, when a petition is brought and adverse findings, they find something adverse, or they look into the petition and they see that this petition is worth looking into, they will ask you to step aside. In other institutions, they will say that you've been interdicted. Step aside and let the investigation go on. And I don't see anything different from this investigation. There's been 3 petitions against the Chief Justice, and the President has looked at it. It would be very untoward, and Kame, what I would have spoken against if the President had received the petition and decided, say, he will look into it. Then that one, the President is, he's going against the law. Because as President, the banner was say, investigate, it must be investigated. So the President is doing the right thing by calling for an investigation. The President has set up a committee. Say, Mushe na, let us go into the tracks of the matter. And see, I don't really see what the MPP is making noise about. But I will tell you, Ghanaians, why the MPP is making noise. Number one, MPP for
what their interest is.
Their interest. MPP, before they come out to come and demonstrate against anything, it is not for the interest of Ghanaians. They do it for their own interest. Look, we were in this country, MPP for we are hypocrites. We are nyatron. They do one thing when it suits them. Say they will do it. Say do before for us manipano enye the same thing. We are nyatron. You will come ha. And MPP Delta Force for a call maybe courts Kumasi na judge no ye or bar. And no omukwa bono no mutu ni free na konwem na MPP na na ewo power nkofo na yes adie no na MPP for Delta Force for and ye. What did Afenyo Markin and his crew do about it? In fact, judgment cried more mono. Those people never served their sentence. They never served. The female judge was beaten to pulp. And we were in this country, and MPP committed that crime against an officer of the court, a female officer of the court. Yes. Today, the MPP is aware, Omunim say, a female judge cannot be touched. When they watched for some of their own people to beat up a female judge, they didn't even condemn it. Now, to say they're not American, what is the interest of MPP? What is their interest? This whole thing is to cover oral. This whole demonstration is to cover oral because they see they are under fire. they see that JM Eniabre, Attorney General Eniabre, he's doing thorough investigation to ensure say they will pay. They will not just pay the money that they have stolen. They would serve as a deterrent to other politicians coming up. And see, what this whole demonstration is about is to change the agenda of what the AG is doing, so that people will forget how corrupt they are. So now they are leading the agenda by saying, there's no rule of law. Me to say Afenyo eka say, sisi a edebi enya Afenyo sa boy no sticker. Eka say, sisi ano nkofonye careful. Na wunam na obi bewia uniama. The law is not working. Hey, Ghana for mamunti omo. They've been in opposition for only 4 months. The law is working. Wa wo pe no be so na hye. Na say ye kidnapping mbabi ediko Nigeria. Ye new CID ayenya o chase kidnappers no echo Nigeria in collaboration with Nigerian police. Ya call rescue imano. Enye ti wade na takrade girls no up till now you don't even know where they are. CID na ye won ye friend ti wa o. CID no wo ya tell ti wa.
Mami na waba no.
Mami le for the adwemo ne leni
Lady Adongo.
O the criminals nature call Nigeria and ya call rescue man de aba. It is say Afenyo anastika catch them say because the Chief Justice has been petition has been brought against the Chief Justice into the law is not working until we are not safer. Omuye koshifo omubwa. Look, I will give you statistics. Share MPP one out of 113 High Court judges Ghana.
Currently
108 was appointed by MPP. And they don't appoint neutral. So I don't know if you listen to Justice Atugba, where he complained that under MPP, in the 8 years that MPP was in power, senior judges who were ready for promotion were stepped over, and junior lawyers were appointed as judges to the bench. Raymond Atugba, Justice Atugba said this last year on Joy. So then you come to the Court of Appeal. Out of 48 judges that we have, 44 was appointed by MPP. At the Supreme Court, out of 14 judges that we have, 13 were appointed by MPP. So this is the crux of the matter, Ghana for. They are comfortable. Say, the judges there, they are one of them. They were appointed by them. And over the past 8 years, our bench has proven that they owe allegiance to their appointer, the person who appointed them. And they have proven this through the nickname that Ghanaians gave them, Unanimous 7. Because when you get a case and you go to court, based on your political affiliation, you know it's going to be a guilty or not guilty.
God be correct me predicted.
So the reason why Afenyo and co, the people who went on the streets today went to make noise, was because they are afraid that oral is coming. If we do a reset of the judiciary, they will not have their favorites sitting on their cases, and they might end up in jail because they know they have stolen. They know they have stolen, and they know that with a new Chief Justice, the acting Chief Justice, who has given instructions, say going forward, all cases must come to him for assignment. So they are not doing this because they love the Supreme Court more than they love the Chief Justice more than she loves herself. They are not doing this because they love the judiciary. They are doing it because they are protecting themselves against oral. But oral, upeu, is happening. You will go to court and you shall be tried. And if you have stolen, then you are in trouble. If you haven't stolen, Lady Justice is there. There will be justice for you. But under MPP, they turned Lady Justice upside down. There was no justice in this country. And the polls have proven, say, about 52% of Ghanaians want the judiciary to be reset. I'll give you one guy. He's now on the bench. Dr. Poku Eduse. He was on the streets with us on Facebook. We were bantering with him. He was appointed under Nanado as head of legal at National Communications Authority. And he was doing MPP NDC politics with us. This guy has been appointed to the Court of Appeal as a judge. He's a known MPP person who was fighting with us on Facebook. So after he was appointed, he took off, he removed his page. But we know your political coloring. So if I come, I'm a known NDC person. And so when I go on the bench, definitely I'll have some bias towards my party people. And he's human. We are all human. So being human and being appointed by MPP to the bench, he owes allegiance to them. They forget. You see, we don't care. Everybody has votes for a certain party. You see, but when you are put in a position to protect the constitution, because our loyalty is not to any political party, our loyalty is to the constitution, which we must all protect, because the constitution is the supreme law of the land. But where somebody is appointed to the bench and he feels that it was this person who appointed me, did me a favor by promoting me to this level, so I must protect their interest, then that is where Lady Justice has been thrown to the curbs. And that is what Ghanaians are speaking up against. There's another judge who was appointed. He was actually an MPP parliamentary candidate. This is how low that Nanado brought the bench. Okay? So this person, he was a former parliamentary candidate in the Volta region. Justice Ernest Yao Geu. Justice Ernest Yao Geu, former parliamentary candidate in MPP in the Volta region. So if I go to before him, what kind of justice? And I recall that during one of the hearings, he was empaneled in a political. He was put on the panel in a political hearing.
It's a Afenyo case.
And guess what? When council protested and said that this MPP judge must recuse himself because the matter at hand is a political matter, our Chief Justice shut him up. She shut him up, and it was that objection was in the right direction, because you can't have someone who is politically colored. I agree that yes, he must work, so he's been given the position. But when it comes to certain cases, you know, based on your interest or political affiliation or your relationship, if the other party doesn't feel comfortable and they ask for you to recuse yourself, the right thing that the person who is sitting in the chair must do is to ensure that they listen. She didn't listen. Yes. She told him to sit down. It's about time you take your seat. It's about time. I'm quoting her. It's about time you take your seat. It's about time you take your seat. And told Sorry to sit down, without going into the matter to find out why Sorry was asking for the MPP judge to recuse himself. So going forward, there are a lot of cases against these, what did you call them? Thieves. There are a lot of cases. They think that Ghanaians have forgotten. Ghanaians haven't forgotten. They've been out of power only 4 months, and they think that all of a sudden they are angels. Ghanaians still remember why they voted you out. You cannot come and whitewash yourself and pretend that you are angels and this government is not on the right track. I heard Afenyo speaking a lot of rubbish. But was it not under Afenyo that Ghana Water Company, I may be wrong, but Ghana Water, Afenyo was board chair for Ghana Water Company. Yeah. Was he not?
He was.
So how come every 2 weeks, Edubwahene was being paid 650,000 Ghana cedis into his personal account for providing internet services, security.
The engineer who was paying the money is today the area manager for Accra East. Engineer Stephen Apiaotu. He should be sacked. 6 days ago, he was interdicted by the NIB. He has come back to work and he reports to Yoko. He should be removed from where he's sitting. He was the one who ran Baumier's digital campaign. Engineer Stephen Apiaotu. He's the one I'm talking about. He paid the money. He paid the money, yes. But I mean, when I talk about Ghana Water, you people think I hate them or I don't like the MD. If I tell you the rot there, currently the person who has been brought as chief manager of procurement, he was involved in buying electric poles. Ghana Water electric pole. He was involved in buying electric poles to 50 billion. He was demoted to the central region. Now he has been brought as chief manager in charge of Ghana Water, in charge of procurement. Then or Babe.
So
then or Babe.
Anyway, let me continue.
What? Continue, madam. I will not take the words out of your mouth.
Edubwahin, Ghana for Edubwahin, na Ghana Water. Etuano 6. And yes, I say you. I won't say alleged.
650.
I won't say alleged.
Every 2 weeks.
Because investigation has proven and he's been taken to court. Yes. He's on remand.
Yes.
650,000 Ghana cedis every 2 weeks. Na yetuegu Edubwahin account mo. Na Afenyo Markin. No, so no your botcher, so no your day you. So my thing is, Edubwahin shouldn't carry the thing alone. Whoever was in charge when Edubwahin was being paid that money should be arrested and charged. Look, Afenyo Markin is not above the law.
Not at all.
It was in this country when we saw Atuforsin, our own honorable Atuforsin, being sent to court for something that happened when he was deputy minister. So why is it that under our own government, Afenyo Markin cannot be held responsible for his deeds under ECG and Ghana Water Company Limited?
And the road.
Why is he walking free and shouting? Why is Afenyo Markin walking free?
What?
Anyway. Very well.
I'm not done. ECG containers that are missing.
Yes.
Under Afenyo Markin.
Yes.
Under NPP, we are being told that cocoa board containers are missing. Under NPP, somebody went and sold Ghana Mission House residence in Nigeria for $1.5 million.
Different from the Oslo one in Norway.
Yes. And these people today say what? They are clean and they are demonstrating. In fact, most of the people who went to the demonstration, when they were interviewed, they didn't even know why they were there. They didn't know why they were there. Yeah. But these same people were the ones who sacked Charlotte Osei. Yeah. Was Charlotte Osei a hermaphrodite? Was she a hermaphrodite?
No.
She was a woman.
Yes.
So why is it that it's okay under MPP to sack one woman who has been given? In fact, Charlotte Osei was the first female electoral commissioner. They didn't even allow her to enjoy her position. They sacked her. This woman is not the first chief justice.
She's a third.
And I believe that
those who have
if you have done anything wrong and there's a petition against you, the substance of the petition must be looked into. And if you are found guilty, be it. Yeah. She said it. The law is the law. I'm quoting here. The law is the law. So if the law is the law, why do we have hungry, unemployed people being used by this opposition who just came out of government to come and demonstrate against something they don't even understand? Mugabe, why?
It's very serious. Very serious.
So Ghanaians, they can't believe.
Now slap no so police ni na waje yes otro no. I mean, is it right for a minority leader to go to that extent?
At Obobiasum.
Yeah, we some person one has to try.
Watch that.
Watch that place. I don't know. I know waje sotro no. Oh. Yes.
NPP for me are violent. That's all I can say. They are very violent. NPP is violent. That's why they went to beat up a female judge in her court. and they are disrespectful, they are arrogant. They haven't learnt lessons. MPP hasn't learnt lessons from their 8 years of misrule that took them out of power. So they are beating up the police that is protecting them. And I am calling on the IGP. Your men went out there on your instructions to go and work to protect Ghanaian citizens. They didn't put themselves up to be beaten by politicians. So whoever assaulted and battered the police officer should be arrested. IGP, you need to let your men have faith in you that if they go out and they get beaten, you will protect them. So if there's video evidence of any of your men being abused, the right thing for you to do is to have that person charged for assault and battery, so that your men would know that they can put their lives down for you because you fight for them.
Madam Inuaba Excellency Yellow Zeta Benson as live on TV SYZ and also on Power 97.9 FM and Che Yebeko na yene Honorable Felix Kwachu Fusu Akasama for Edma Excellency John Dramani Mahama Akasa Afri the President's Jubilee House na yeti nsema ekoso eho se President John Dramani Mahama ene neni abre papa chese wohwa and some of the to one in the ano essay. I will not compromise the integrity of my government. Appointees who breach the code of conduct will face severe sanctions. His Excellency John Dramani Mahama Nidia Wadiabetu CCR. The code of conduct for appointees forms part of my 120-day social contract with Ghanaians to restore discipline and integrity. This reflects our commitment to build an ethical and responsive government. His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. And then one coming in also, Honorable Felix Kwachu Fusu, one on Facebook where they are two His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. They are two names himself Abrabontre. Appointees now say mon declare asset, and mon declare any dear Asamatomo. A quisitina, more mon declare any dear. And ya dear say Mobekana by and whom be obey wedi. Now when so and sama bobo eba na dear Titiana as a Chief Justice you cry we who abasimi or better so now one declare war a asset. Kupisa asepa ekoko eiko Shraj and sana Shraj for you mono we you tea ho kokeka covid hon sem ewo baby I bet digibia I bet digi na yewremo ewo and this paga kraka ho on a Afenyo na Afenyo sotrono dear Namraneka as a certain member of parliament will be also lead by example. Now, a man for watching and so on. Omutimi ehwe bibi sua free wo ho no wo na nei wo lead demonstration o bro police for sisi mu asum dia na waka fa ho dia na wo say speaker here na dia na wo say here the top here police hierarchy no dia na wo so mo so efa sutri ho
Mugabe waji topic in every mean some dia kofa ba before but
which one
yes we dey me fan sa
say that switch na ho
but
we've not moved from the first topic
we know clear and it's as simple as that. The privileges committee must invite the policeman who was slapped for him to come. Now, I'm better the entire or no, you know why I born assume he didn't retaliate. One turn his back, yes. When you no for no so mubuomo. And come down to trade. And it's alleged say or no sa boy no, sa small boy no, who has brought himself into national politics, who has two fathers, Afenyo Markin no. Boy. Yes.
Why say two fathers?
Is he not talking about his stepfather now? Didn't you hear him over the weekend talking about his father and stepfather? One a carpenter and the other a great technician. I say my how can say boy? Ain't trying to control. Into or no small boy no this annual way in but me I don't give him attention. I don't watch him. I'm telling you, he has nothing to offer this nation. Omo de ni bre bonny. Oh, any adwin bonny and they run national politics mo. And a ne papa J. Kufuor ho and a ne wofa. Na Kufuor ne suma no yodom ko na me na America no wo kwan wa fa so ade unsa enu o mine sikam a wa sell o mine sika allegedly when you were made board chairman you were sent to go and do dirty work and you went to do it ECG na nsema na aba ho ansa na okofa board chair a okoyo no so okoton alumi sika bia opebi okoton alumi e wo ECG sika no 490 million to me account for well. And what you should be demonstrating about
it's
what
two bank accounts.
It's a 2 bank accounts. How? And you say you're a lawyer, you are heading this company under national security. And then you have Ghana Water also under national security. Paying 650,000 every 2 weeks. Me see the man is at post. He's the area manager for Accra East. He should be removed by tomorrow morning. He should be removed because your friend is 6 days. And I be
what an be AJ award. You know, one Mr. Francis.
Yes, they much and try to say or no more person sabotage JM no. So no more now workers ni peno. Oh man award. Yes, he met JM. Yes, you know that be say if I were him, I'll tell JM. Say John Mahama, I am engineer Francis Lamte, and I can be managing director of Ghana Water. He should come back to Accra. He should be deputy managing director operations. Or but Ibedu is there.
More than qualified.
He's more than qualified, but Ibedu is at operations. But he should be brought in as DMD, special duties, if you want to make Ghana Water better. Look, when you speak to such intelligent person, you know G Water now Ghana Water no. G Water company. Yes, sachet in the bottle. We can do 24-hour economy with that thing straight at home, first hand. We can just expand. The contractor is still alive. We can just expand the machines and do. Mugabe, look, the effect of Galamsey on national life. They didn't go for a demonstration on it. The alternative in profile, I say, the young people who have gone into Galamsey on life, I say, meaning boy be a free crow, so a friend at him or treso. Almost 30 a uninomical blasted rock now. Or no 30 mine. Into a 30 dynamite in the blasted within some seconds. Now there we were 30 2 minutes 3 minutes at the end blast here all bear then and at the end blast far no a tin nam didn't buy any kumbesi no who is paying compensation to such a young person who is a breadwinner for his family. Why did he go out there to go and do Galamsey? Where USS I saw Trefie. You understand? So we have lost many of the young people. They have gone into drugs. Some of them have gone into prostitution. Yes, and gold didn't cry what he who and who bought the gold? How was it sold? Did they pay tax for the gold they found under the Galamsey activities? We are not hearing all these things. Who can another kromwa? So a whole bazaar. Yes, look at all this. Where's the money? Where's the gold? Yet it's accommodate. Look at Akunta mining. How he was bold to enter a forest and water bodies to destroy. You are not demonstrating on this one.
Over the weekend, watching and say your mama when want to fight a year Galamsey on intensify.
He should take the lead. He should take the lead.
Environmentally.
Yes, he should take the lead and your mama. Look at how we have destroyed our environment.
I don't want to Kufuado.
He cannot. Fair. Oh no, I am for
Galamsey the two on the garden.
Yes.
In Fichiri.
And America no Mugabe. So if you look at all the effects of this bad thing, a party, it was a party policy. Yet is so commodity party yesika. So it was a policy to come and do Galamsey, open our forest and destroy it. That one they will not demonstrate. Look at where the site where the where they went to dig the manhole in the name of God. Who died in Yamise Ubesi Diamano. Then you collapse scholarship secretariat that gave Kofi Annan scholarship to go to America to go and study. That gave scholarship to Professor John Evans Atamils. That gave scholarship to the Almighty Liman to go and study, and many important professors in this country. J. Kufoko and his sisters, they took scholarship under. Why do you collapse that building? It should have been a national monument for years on for people to come and see. Appeal court judges. Or one can say and the JJ Rollins said no. Or John Beko share side to Kromo so that they cannot be easily seen and bribed. Office. Yes. Now what collapse dining look at the old passport office. Look at how you collapse the building without sense. One for Jim and two why? If you look at what they came to do with this all this destructive we have to punish somebody. Somebody must face punishment for this thing because Mugabe, it is not enough, and they are out there doing what? Demonstrating.
Appear said by demonstration.
Daddy, bad demonstration. On the same catch us appear stadium no. On no ma JM fans. Now ma JM fans na me no. There because JM look at Article 146. The petition ni call ya happy. JM wanda so. Appear say we ra. I say nyame ne kan. And then the member come be birthday no me train ma jimi. What do we? Oh my God, ya me jino me people. So no to me ra be. Oh JM to me ra to me ra by mo do mo beto no. Dabi
and Nigeria. David Ofram Nigeria by.
Nobody they can tell about one no be no. Eti mo sorry am tell nipa and America no. To me tell nipa bi keke. Nipa yo nyame ehirawa no ehirawo. Ebi ti say John Mahama. Article 146 e di call ya happy one na so. Nyoma bi da where so quickly he decided to refer the matter to the Council of State. They established a prima facie case. But he's going by the constitution. Oh no, your
constitution. Afenyo Markin.
He's exercising the power on behalf of the people. 2 million sending Sase and India. It's exercise. So when the petition
and so he's doing the right thing.
Yes, per the constitution and quickly so.
I said petition he forwarded it to the council of state. And that's
so
the right
what,
thing
what
to
has changed?
when a petition comes, you must act on it.
This same CJ, the petition that was sent in 2024, Nanado forwarded it to the council of state at the time, and they said they didn't see anything wrong. Am I lying? And they threw it away. Yes, these people, they found something wrong. Now who took private travel and then official travel. You violated it. You took your daughter. You paid 10,000. You took your husband. You paid 6,000 to Zambia. Zambia then I'm asking you. And you see kind of they just go around the trip and come and sit down and stop. It's not so. One can say when you sue office wrongly.
Said yeah, Muntetri or Modia money, you know. I know. You know.
You know when you know. Yeah, the Ripone Tankuru Amuno Modico share Afenyo Markin. I swear my father she cannot come back. Look, there's one person from their side who was appointed 2019 who is on the committee, the 5-member. The law is the law. The law is an ass. She's lying. The law is an ass. When she was there, she was riding it the way she wanted.
He was there appointed to that place.
Yes, and she was riding the ass the way she wanted. And that's
Bafobonia called 2008.
11 years so senior
time.
Gabriel Panwan was senior so many years, 4 years. How were you appointed? How were you appointed ahead of these people?
Were overlooked.
How were you appointed over these people? Now Bafuboni, he was working hard. Go and check his write-ups at the appeal court and when he was at the high court, and that is why J. Kufuor saw sense in promoting him. And yes, sir, partisan politics. 2008, no, who say he was barely 51 years at the time.
So you have the 17 years. Ultimately, one day, papa, seven.
Now Mugabe who say, who there, you have conquered the judiciary. You have taken 95% of the high court. You Nanado Danko Akufo-Addo. And then you have taken 91% of the appeals court. And then you are telling me the law is the law. Meanwhile, you are riding it the way you want it. Today, the tables have turned. And we are saying that we will use the constitution to reset the judiciary in such a way that the people will have belief. Say mra. And I said the over
from my lord no.
There be from my lord na undu
my lord so me let me my lord.
Yeah, to be do.
Fidie me my lord.
Yes. So constitution is separation of powers, no. 3 arms of government. And who say if you are independent and ufumwa or mining to me
when one more can say was scandalizing on one court na.
Yes, yes, scandalized her own position
and put the name of the court into.
She has scandalized her own position as CJ and has put the chief justice position into this
and
where been actually you I to me say Mugabe I swear my father dem democrat so enu kra na ma ne mba biom no nim de ntia say sika na oyima na yire ne ba no dom level o style bi o ye auditor onim say wa ben say sika na say be ba ho nti ono no dom level de na one line
no say what the
one line it's really simple one line you cannot return to your position asa next time if they bring you to a certain position as sensitive as this come and work in the national interest who Afenyo Markin small boy at the assembly at 2 o'clock when their own party 12 the party constitution bars them Mamle Morrison article 3 and 9 you should have thrown them out. You assembled the court of justices and then you sat on the case and decided to disgrace one arm of government when you knew the law on which you were acting on was wrong. You went the partisan direction. Through that same window we will throw you out. Okay, so Madam Toko, no bye bye to Winneba to serve your last days. Bye bye to Winneba. When I believe in women, I'm an affirmative person that women should take the yes. I was even suggesting that. And I make say so bar senior most of our Hanka and Fanny Wobati, Emmanuel Chiri, into Bafu Boni na and a Bafu Boni no no what track for what trap Professor Mills, what track John Mahama first one, what sat Trananado 2 terms. The law will change. Oh yeah, Director Controller General Ghana Prison Service.
Inti obey den.
Oh, no kasa ni ti o. Be me mobo. Yen form nyina nko akuse. Oh, some dey
omukọ akwesi omukọ ya omu nyina nse de omukọ nso a na omo na ma ho say na wa say edo with hard labor omo na
ya do dey akuse po no hard labor omo nanti ho
omo bedo
mo so ntwami krodo so ba afia me o senya horse no omo hu nyina be nkrusa next time when they come out, they'll feel the heat.
Politics, you always say they call you the Mujina, someone come home. No more the document.
Gabi, Mugabe. Don't let them see outside. You see, I was happy. Yes, because me who said 28 days cry here try once one me who to say me na be babe woman who told me you do akuse na aka 3 days me friend Mugabe and the boy for akuga the boy for hey akaka say dey be ba hide am say nyehwe adisua nti me ma ko hu akuse no me if I'm advising any judge to put anybody in prison like Afenyo Markin they call here Ghana water they call here ECG they call here road fund what straight to akuse someone straight to akuse someone how fund in your refi obesa that form. Next time we will say yes. To be for any with this criminal intentions, small boy. You want to use the opportunity you get in politics to still gather for me catch them. MPP for no, they're a bunch of hopeless politicians. I said without fear of favor, Mugabe. They are there. Look at their mind, property owning. They come in, they don't have anything, and then take the opportunity to steal from the state and call themselves rich people. And can anywhere in Kofa Braya Juma now Afenyo Markin so no Osika because he went through politics. We will not sit down. The NDC is not like the MPP. The NDC can never a young person or NDC more work politics. We now do opposition ko Osika. Now they are there. No, the NDC will not allow that. That's the difference the two parties make.
Sorry, Mumia fa Kenya no ni Mugabe. Abaya ba power. Even you say abankesi mfu nyina hwe. Ne kure Christo say me say. Ba ko de o I say party headquarters or say
Godwin.
Amani huna muko mumre bi no mumia fa nyanka adum ye mumu ni akoy state 2. The kure pass yenhye omoni munyam especially bodem ni de enkanasem ono no jomama bodem ni disem ya abranti fere say Mugabe say de niam si gu a list tribunal say yetimi atweti onabo zita me sremo me for the serious say de abranti bi the information center ha adwen kuruma ye papa Julius Zebra papa me srew one Dr. Carissa somne mpenifo me srew mumma yenya body bia Mugabe pon a yebetime nya bibia ka kire Ghana fo a ye ne kure fa dwomama hinim yesa enwumre mo wie ne panyina no na abrantie bi di Central Market honsruwe adekata zimfidie ne bi diploma information center etwetwe ni paso abra we fake mu fake recently we use word bi say ni patent ade seme ebetren ma anya me bi mo antwuma ni ma nya hwe ne kala na nto na buzita die na so tuntum se USA na ni pa
Kenya se ne
Kevin Taylor adaro maka say Europe wo hema akra ya etwa so na tibi hwe nya me mu tra kamera mu kase ni patent ade seme obi a wanto aba ma president Mahama o timi bi ono kase John Mahama so apia stadium so na said ona buzita na mu ken asante ana say Bible said o de say so funtu dadie mu on twere ni so kokra na yene namba papa mechi sami bie ma no kan say na we hu sem no manage semu me pa mechi da president Mahama wa ma me post kura sami de wa say join president kura like that no na bantie timi wo be kase wo so me so na ko nya me dehwe
yenye wo de ni
se be ka 5 days ya to aba o baby ti baby mi monidi na wonya me dia ka me se kura me yire se ma me nkasa ana omoti abuchira wonya me menu asem dia program e se me uhumia program asem be president Mahama kura na ma isi e se papa no e kwanya ofaso na me di nkomo no me kana ha o ma me kra ni me moja me ni gise makonko de papa aba me se ma so nsu aso ansa ona buzita jo mama ensa ne ensa fu ntunkum we ni papa me se me ire testimony kura kire se jo mama me ni president Kufuor nante papa Kufuor ma odi am so we ni papa on na nso me ne Kufuor do na Kufuor do otwa mi on good side or the bad side but don't ne left and right nyina papa ni pa ko ne chekura ko kasa pia
tu no ho da se ofri MPP mo ba ndisi
no mi da mi nu mi ho pa ne se mi nu mi ho e wo me kra mu se oni pa da se ni ka kire mi ko se santini bana udi se bitani echi na MPP fo so ko fa tani ba ya na mi ho se inti se mo kan yi sa na bi do mo ko fa tani aba inti me re ho mo na me se nu mo se kasa kan yi ntafo bi ko me yire ma mo ka se mele ya na do be ya ma nkofi ntafu yesi wone Mahama mo nenam ne no so kofa ba umia be enene namba na omudi lusu kaka bi se kasa we ye to aba president Mahama we ni ye kuma si domini ma me panimu frɛ pa wo pani o se Mahama be fa me nema oni pa ba o enti Mahama no me nu me ho da se wa hia Samaria ni ba na wato ne graware ni nsu atwene na wote te Samaria foi na wo de wo hunu obi a metiwe me yire sabi me mo krono me ntowi ntoko ki MPP ni di matam o se me be ma so yefrɛ me boni na John Mohammed ti me say me re nya se wunu ntimi nya apia be ma nya adwumo ma wo me ba be ma pani banani o 23 years na me yira ma fosu a obom chi dom ne makwa yosu mu o adi ma chi ni woni ba John Mama doctor show say fibroid John Mama me yire so de na du abro chire ene doctor akɔhwɛ me yira ma na me nya nkwara mienu na obi di ma tani ai tani na odi machi
enkasa bebe
enti bia me kan say ade am de ba e purpose say president Mahama papa asofo sem no say o ye kidnap ya taxi kura ka bible du be bia owure be fi quotation ba ko Paul say e pa say e ba ha asofo Paul papa du be bia ma ye hu say utirimu odin kakra ma me sharato say electoral commission no je mensa ebro mu sharato say no NDC fo antie nwa bonten anye dede we bi ama then opposition leader anko hwe police ni asum asemo pa ye ken se hari na dusio minority leader ne so NDC opposition wa bo asuma ka sa asofo piepie ka methodist bishop wan bishop omo nyina piepie ni ye press conference ni di NDC for NDC for ye tutura for Afenyo Markin aswane ma ko bone fe yiase nti party di se MPP pa UP kwa me don ko fojo mo party ana na wo bedu se Afenyo Markin ne di party na wotimi ababonte agu chairman sabonsu anima sese chairman sabonsu wada bi anyane wate munya munkura de na abro nye papa akura ye tima hwene anima potwe yitimi di president Mahama tem wuro hwene anima asapo ncheni a wakofo bi kominu edi wobo se wo wotimi di president Mahama tem sa ne wode ozikene Japan asem bi wo ke hu wo se omo tese omo se nyuma bi makene Japan be $11 million no odi mu bi $1 million be bo party kene Japan ka sa wa ya ade ama inti mo hwɛ nneɛma mahunu sɛ Canada Japan bɛ sɛ mo fa kɔti kwan ɛsɛ sɛ Ghana sika nyuma ma na ɛmfa kwan pa so ɛti bi sɛ ɔkɔ no maame na aka no NPP fo bɛ sɛ nya adwuma next month ayɛ letter commission ne boss man ne apia bi no mesrɛ mo nsan mo suspension na bi mu NTC abɔnten na opposition dia opani wuti wa nkwasi adwuma sɛ nko da mo zuaji abɔdam adwuma sɛ ya o abodam se ya o eti be kono Ibrahim Maase na de bi mo Mugabe me kono maame na akwa bi na ni abo no
kuma se
bi ka say Ibrahim Muhammad police moto wasre owura agibi papa ya obe wani misafrim pon pema samu ama akwa na beduru akobdu airport say Land Cruiser se mienu na akofa akwa ne maame ye gina airport akwa ne tena Land Cruiser mu no de maame ne ye kwa say Mahama ebusu enyankwa Mahama ebusu enyankwa o makofa akwa na beduru asabre Ibrahim na tu ni car free ni company no tamana beduru airport o makofa akra na ba 37 yedi nkan aye amma no baby kakra jojo no se no na tra prima ko enti Ibrahim Mahama abante information center was on TV the appear stadium Ibrahim di kwa me me ni kwa me afia ko Germany nti on ti ase o se ipa cho Ibrahim Mahama me pa cha dia akala se apese me nya meye me to bomb Ibrahim o ko toilet kra ni Mahama me di
ebra capacity kantika obrofo de dodo nyame nhyira wo yefuna wo sa abai endopoku ya nyame fa okransie yefunu papa ni tina mobew okasa wisdom tesa jo mama pepepe enye won wa se we ni chief of staff we enfesi kanto yefie nyansa excellency
Honorable Julius Mpache Michiao. Why ni nyina?
Bia honeda.
Why ni nyina? He's such a gentleman. Michia ne pa.
Good.
Na the all candidate is in order. Code of conduct ne hu here because in Brepi arrogance of power and a day political parties call out of power. Because we always have to remember say our employers are the Ghanaian people. They decide that we want these people to rule over us. And one thing about Ghanaians, they love humility. We have this cultural thing, perception that, I was say we are humble. What Ghanaians cannot stand is arrogance. And see, most of the time, when you take power, there's a tendency, say, after a while, you forget who put you there, and then you become arrogant. And see, it's very good, say, our appointees are being given this code of conduct to guide them so that they will never forget that our employers are the Ghanaian people and we must serve them and not the other way around, and we must be respectful to them. And the president also, I'm sure, has. I haven't seen the book, but I believe that there are things in it that once you are appointed, you must look at and take it serious. And look,
but you need to go for one.
I'm not ready.
Get your copy.
For now, I'm a free atom.
Fantastic.
but I never forget, as an NDC person and as a senior member of the party, I always remember who I am, and I try to do the right thing.
Fantastic.
So that I will not bring disrepute to my political party, because if I do anything wrong, I know say affected the entire party. I always keep that in mind in whatever I do. And I'm very happy say, we are going to be guided by this code of conduct,
very
ethics,
yeah.
And Sisi Anamihu on Facebook say Obi Akwache, His Excellency John Mahama, 2 cars, and he has given it to the state. It's very, very good. And ya fe no bi di car ebe trapping no, because car no ono mo di chiche and na say Ibrahim akofo obi a ye di no ko abrochire me sure say ye di
that's my former school.
Ye di ni see plane mo akọ na yakoye ni niama no. Nti dey ni what is car today?
We na asenso the consequence na we see.
What is car?
Adventist in high school na me we say. The one that start shootings because asenso dwan anum saa bi se ne ye hu de otimi.
What is car? What is a car to them? In 2016, Obi beche car numpo na odi ama fleet of cars na wo presidency no mudi year campaign na mudi gu nipa ne cars no odi akoche. And I'm very happy to hear that. Na me go through the news and I mean who say Lady B or UTV almost started omuniama no. In fact, or say 120 days achievement na John Mahama say why no, she will give it a pass. I don't know whether she understands what a pass is. If anything, yeah, Konama, UTV, Ghana. No, I'm not going to fire her, but I'm just saying, say, I'm just saying, say, we should stop these things. The old man is doing very well, and
but do you know I'll forgive her. Nanado's situation was a failed one. And we're in the pit.
No, but if it's
if it's 120 days, 8 years will be in F. No, be 120 days.
David, and no point in what money, no, say, Obi a failure, and just say me, my idea, and just any pana, or dimmy, no, or failure, and into Miss Me.
Only fail, no, pass me.
No, I want to. I want to enumerate it for her so that she would go back and go and remark, because her marking, I don't know what her marking scheme is, but I don't know what she understands by a C. A C is average and it's not good.
This one is excellent.
Me girl now. Mommy doesn't like C. Doesn't like C at home. I don't like C's. I don't. It has to be an A or a B.
Yes.
A C is not acceptable because C, you are close to D. I don't like C's. And see the woman say, Madam, Mr. C no, Sasha ni bio because my name is Sister Yakuno man Ekasano. Government I buy
me penasem.
Government Miss me penasem. I'm speaking respectfully to her. I'm not attacking her. Government I buy not taxes many. Yeah, papa can say oba in 120 days. Obey ye taxes. Mrs. Amount for what or you levy co if anything betting tax all those things. It's a numpo alone. If a numpo alone and John Mahama are achieving 120 days, no, a numpo alone to me is an A, because when you are suffering and you are sending money, sikaya taxi dada. Na doni bawumia say taxi. That is a complete failure. Until someone comes and takes it out, is an A. When a former government employs 125 ministers and one new government comes and employs 56 people, that is an A. When His Excellency has promised.
Indeed, I come along with your argument.
When His Excellency has promised that he's going to set up a Jumara in 120 days, and the Jumara is ready to roll. Yeah. I called the CEO. They said it's on the website. Go and register. When Mahama Cares, Ghana Medical Trust Fund, has been put in place and funding has been made available for people with chronic diseases like kidney and stuff, are going to be taken care of free. That is an A. That is not a pass, madam. When code of conduct has just been inaugurated, that is an A. When national apprenticeship program has just been rolled out, that is an A. Mugabe,
betting tax.
Look, this is not the time for us to sit down for media houses and media personalities to set the agenda and mark for us. One can no sema you bone. Until when they set the agenda, we must correct them. So it is not a C, madam. It is an A.
Very well, madam. Excellency.
Kasi Ghana Bar Association for no. Omo de no enye bar, enye drinking spot bar. So when they are taking their decisions, they should know that they are learned people within their setup. No may be in contrast. And we are within the group. No mumbe say Ghana Bar Association. Yeah, they should be careful. And then Mami also know, she's creating confusion. She should resign. Or a lawyer in her position, she knows the outcome of what is going to come. So she should resign. Now, assume Jembra. What you say? What is their interest? In America, what is their interest? They want to use this. They're going to use the woman and the way they had arranged the court system to shield the crime scene they are created so that they'll run away with their stolen booty. And this one, they are Chiom. And I'm saying that JM didn't interfere with the arms of government. He didn't go into the judiciary to interfere there. Petitions were made to him. He followed Article 146. He set up established a prima facie case. Then he set up the 5-man committee, and they are working. And the woman has been suspended. It's Mugabe. Mugabe, like I say, JM, like I say, strict. Only need be diagram on my own obey you every home. So I say, strict or say. Or no we be but na sem senior tie no say wo diso or to say Chief Julius Zebra amount time say brand in chain 10 o'clock massa by 9:15 you should be around the place and compounding and waiting. That kind of discipline no, it moves through. On say Chief Julius Zebra or Kasano me who baby he'll be smiling but discipline is too high and number 110% until you don't think so he's smiling with you. If you do the wrong thing he will cover you. And I'm happy that they have established a code of conduct. Mugabe, this is not the first time the NDC is coming to power. We have been here before. We started in 1982. The old guys of 1982 are still there. They still guide the party. Some of them are in the Council of Elders. And they know what is right. That will make the government attractive. And then will make people believe in what we are doing. So in setting out the code of conduct, they came to create a crime scene. Small boy, I didn't bet 2 baby, I know I done it wrong for. Excuse me for my use of word. Saying a National Signals Bureau or no the ball mining and sacrono every year they are called estates. No friend who rich man. Or TV so say bomb sketio. While yes can you sketio. Aden into young people who got opportunity who should serve this country. Obi of you of France year be. Obeti I seen a year galamse or tongalamse gold. I'll be to be in Canasem. Or DMP, the people are suffering, nothing is going on. Or no or a galamseya, instead of going back to be reflective about the destruction they have done to this country, they won't do it and they want to come and attack us. In DM is setting the standards very high with this code of conduct. Public service should also take a cue from it. This cleansing should go down. It should go into the public service. They are the engine to help government to succeed. It should go down. There's too much corruption. Mugabe, let me tell you, look, there's corruption in the military. I have a dossier, I can show it to you. There's corruption in the Ghana police service. We must raise our heads. Things that are going on which are not good. So that if these government officials are to set a high standard, then we can begin to question elsewhere, the public service, the civil servants. And then like I talked about, the military and other places, that there's corruption that is going on inside there. The arrogance of power. I don't know, say we are hand time. Me, I've come to see that if you are in the NDC and you are overly ambitious, you cannot serve. So we can't overly ambitious. You have to, overly ambitious is like there's something to do and you think that you can overdo the thing and you are showing off with your shoulders, trying to run around and like Afenyo is doing. Afenyo is acting like an overly ambitious politician who is much ado about nothing. There's nothing to do, but he will set himself as if end of semester. Mugabe, they should be periodically reminded that arrogance of power will take them nowhere. They should be down to earth. And America say, me, I don't want to. I like all the people who have been appointed.
Yeah, very
one guy, Broja Jemfi.
Yes.
Yeah, I admire him so much.
Hardworking.
Yes, then the youth.
Sami Jemfi.
As for him, there.
When
I mention his name, I say Almighty Sami Jemfi.
Randy
Abe, my good friend Randy Abe, the one that who has been put at what's his name, the young man.
Eric J.
Eric J. That guy, serious guy. Say everybody should go home and reapply. Saturday I wave my handkerchief
to chairman.
Yes, to chairman. I mean,
message Mugabe. This is Chairman Eric. Malaysia, Singapore, NDC chapter and financier in the Lejikuku constituency. Watching you live from Dubai. Mugabe, tell our listener that I wish him happy birthday in advance. I will later send my birthday gift to him. Mugabe, you represent the soul of the grassroots. Big ups. Alisa, where there? Malaysia and Singapore NDC chapter.
Momo no mani contem. Uchewa hune ye mebo.
So we don't even see begu hakura wan sabeka.
You mati.
Ukwa the wa generation the wa wona.
Yo, de mati binim se me ya
ukura. Utimi kura me fo.
We dey ya no omo so pema semsi omo.
Da be so odi no kura. Obi o ye no kura.
Ada da me ni no kura. Me no 90 year ne. Bra yakọ bre o be bia ye de be do. Enti Mugabe, me di manu si no. Let me support my sister with the argument she raised. At the time when she was coming up with the argument that the woman, Nana Kunama, was talking about her past. Sure, Mugabe, it's not easy. Even the setting up of the gold board to sanitize the precious minerals marketing sector. Hey, Masa, what do you say? Is that one is an A+?
And the gentleman is working.
And the person who has been put there to
working.
Understands the processes that he has to go to. So
they set up the board afresh.
Yes,
there was no such board.
Yes,
up and it's running.
It's running. That's what.
It's running. And
so
people
this
are being asked to come and register.
Is it wrong to say A+?
How can this be C?
It cannot be C.
What's your market?
No. It's A+. Look, even the cocoa.
When it is A+.
On
those what you say. A+ what you say.
No, they what you say. Where you proper where University of Cape Coast A+ nibi. Oh, no, just on 90. Johnny here, only they want to be a grading system. And then Mugabe, look at the cocoa sector. Randiabe, how he started the stores. The Wako Bastion, 300 containers of cocoa Peter, Wako Chiomu. Cocoa sacks, Omakra, so many years. All those ones busted in this short time. No? I don't think it's.
That's when
I agree with my sister.
Thank you.
This one,
thank you.
The one first one to take it's an A+. On Wednesday, I should be invited to hold my A+ placard to go and show to John Mahama. That in just that's my 50th birthday gift I'll give to him.
Yeah, they bought 5. Right?
It's going to be my 50th birthday gift. A+. Sharp.
This one, Mugabe, unim the area. John, almost the 8 years, almost saying your man. And the young, we are saying 120 days. We are no more to.
Look, what they couldn't do in 8 years, John Mahama has done in 120 days. Look, I saw a video of a lady in her vehicle, or and they were talking petrol. I'm an ace, my lord. I bought petrol. Lady, wow, we are no me to chemo. I say I bought petrol while smiling. Those times, me feeling me car using me feel 1,700.
You meme up.
And that's small car be me dear errands. Me and me fine and me say me coffee 450 pe. 450 pe. $1 and they say $13.4.
I say no to say go to 25.
Alisa, come on, dollar po 13.4. And then there's another video of a boy be on also here video that me page. I can say petrol, two petrol so. That can you say how can you when in 8 years dollar was petrol was 80 Ghana.
Yeah.
You see petrol above from see them.
No, this one is